guys, welcome back to GP Reactions. I hope you're well, hope you're having a great day, and as always, thanks to everybody who has subscribed recently. So now I'm going to be reacting to a track by Sparks. I may have heard this one. It's the #1 song in heaven, taken from the #1 in Heaven album. It entered the UK Top 40 on the 23rd of March 1979, and it peaked at number 14. So Sparks consists of Ron Mael on the keys, synths and vocals, Russell Mael on vocals, Chris Bennett on backing vocals, Chris Forsey on drums, Jack Moran on backing vocals, Giorgio Moroder, wow, synths and vocoder. So okay, so without further ado, I'm actually now really looking forward to this song, knowing that Giorgio Moroder is actually involved with the Sparks track, so it should be interesting. So without further ado, this is Sparks with #1 song in Heaven. Tempo. I'm not sure what it is about Sparks, especially I think it's Ron Mael. I also feel like a rabbit trapped in headlights when he looks at the camera. It is a great style of performing though that I don't think many other people have copied or matched. And I do remember This Town Ain't Big Enough for the Both of Us, which was probably one of the first Sparks songs I ever heard, and yeah, it was quite scary because I was only small at the time. But I'm loving this. Is very up tempo. This is very disco, and of course, if Giorgio Moroder has been producing this and working on it with them, then it would stand to reason that it feels like a disco-esque type track. Let's just take that back a touch. So there was Sparks with Number One Song in Heaven. I think that was a Top of the Pops performance too. And I was trying to figure out if it was Top of the Pops, but I was looking at the set design and it had that very sort of uncomfortable, jagged edge type, new wave type design sets of its time, which was 1979. But yeah, I like the performance. I like the song. The song felt very simple, but I think the song was more about their performance and the tempo of a beat, and it did feel very disco-esque. So this is one of those songs that you might find yourself dancing to in a club back in the day, but not necessarily really listening to the lyrics. So I'm going to jump straight into the lyrics, and this is the number one song in heaven, written, of course, by the mightiest hand. All of the angels are sheep in the fold of their master. They always follow the master and his plan. This is the number one song in heaven. So why are you hearing it now, you ask? Maybe you're closer to hear than you imagine. Maybe you're closer to hear than you care to be. Well, that's kind of really sinister. It's almost like if you hear music that isn't actually playing from the radio or band or anything like that, you could be at death's door. So I'm not really sure about that, but it's a bit of an odd line. This is number one song in heaven, written of course by the mightiest hand. All of the angels are sheep, so it's just going to repeat itself there. This is number one song in heaven. Why are you hearing it now, you ask? Maybe you're closer to here than you imagine. Maybe you're closer to here than you care to be. There's a curious slight line. Those are the only two verses or in the entire song in there, repeated and reprised. But yeah, I think this song was definitely more about the stage performance, as always is with Sparks, and I think it was more about the music, and Sparks just accompanied that music really. I'm not so sure it's about the lyrics. This was written by this was written by Ron Mael and Giorgio Moroder, which is interesting. And I kind of probably feel that maybe Giorgio Moroder's kept this simple for the purpose of carrying the music rather than turning it into something that's more intellectual, impacted with the lyrics than it needs to be. So I'm just reading actually that this song influenced Joy Division's recording of Love Will Tear Us Apart. That can't be true, surely. But that's what I kind of read. I made a little note. So I don't know. It's nice, very simple, quite short. I don't know if there's a longer version of this, and it's because sometimes songs that are performed on Top of the Pops are quite short anyway, but often there are longer versions to it. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a nice beat. It's quite up tempo. I didn't really expect that. I've listened to, I reacted to a couple of Sparks songs now on my channel, and this one definitely felt of its time of the late 70s, that they were trying to capture that disco feel. I think there was another song I reacted to which Giorgio Moroder pops up on, and it had the same sort of essence where he kind of turned his attention to the whole disco feel of that time. Guys, let me know what you think. Please join me in the comments below if you have any Sparks songs you'd like me to react to. Non-commercial ones, then I'm more than happy to have a dabble. I do like their performances. I can always take something from their performances, and they're really interesting to watch as well. So I'm always up for a Sparks track. So yeah, till next time, take care of yourselves and have a great week, day, weekend, whatever it may be.